Hey, hey! We're
Welcome,
back.
one and all, to the one and only. Yeah, well, I'm gonna do it first. I want to start this. Let me do y'all. Let me be the Australian for the day.
Okay, all right,
It's the
mate.
yeah.
Yeah. Wepa Show.
Woo!
And
I'm
I'm
Al
our
Mega.
mega. Yeah, I'm Dodgy in the mix, and the one and only Al Mega. Say hola.
What's pop? Hola, hola, mi gente. What's going on? Happy
No,
Saturday.
man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Mayday.
happy.
Mayday.
Yeah, it's actually Sunday for you. So, good morning, Dodgy. Cheers.
Cheers, mate. Good morning. Top of the morning to you.
Uh,
Yeah, we've got a few things to cover in today's show.
you
But
got
how
that
you
duff,
been,
huh?
brother?
All right, brother. But I'm doing as good as you are. Hopefully, living the dream, doing what we do, doing what we love, being able to get through the week so that we could hang out, especially with our people over here, and talk about nothing.
Well, that's the way it goes. Just before we get in there, guys, before we get into the show, please click like and subscribe to get more from Comic Crusaders on YouTube and Twitch. And also check us out at comiccrusaders.com.
Oh yeah, talk about Twitch, man. You gotta hang out with our homies. We have a Twitch show. That's just on Twitch from outside the It's Drunken Chat with Lucas on Friday nights at midnight. It's all speculation, good times, comic book chat. And if you don't listen to these guys, you're missing out because they really pick some winners. And believe me, you're gonna love them. These are the top speculators in the business to me. They're not wrong, bro. They get it good. Lucas was wildly screaming at people for not listening to him about a pickup. That's
Yeah,
how
I
it
guess
goes.
with a few drinks under his belt.
They get very excited.
There's more emotion in that speculation. But talk about speculation and controversy. And bro, if you just hit up the slideshow for our viewers here.
Ooh, look at that. Oh shit.
Yeah. We hit it was, going into the subject of speculation and controversy, just hit the next slide, bro.
Uh-oh.
We were banned. In Australia,
right.
we got blocked. We got blocked big time.
In Australia. Holy shit.
Yeah. So our show was actually blocked for episode 11, which was Al's birthday, sadly enough. But on the flip side, though, we were still available on Twitch.
Wait, you know what? I'm gonna start something dodgy. Is Australia anti-Puerto Rican? Is that what happened?
Come on, bro. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But no, it was just that show, that segment we put about the Vice,
the wrestling
documentary.
Yeah. Why is that?
Yeah,
though?
I think YouTube didn't like that.
Do you guys?
We do. We it's in partnership with another broadcast channel called SBS. So basically, SBS Vice City is the name of one of its sister digital platforms, and it's actually pretty good because it shows the dark side of the ring. So that's what, but it showed it a week late. So we got a week later than it was released worldwide. So, or I guess in the States, I should say. But yeah, it's definitely disappointing to see our show blocked because I was like, it was a lot of fun to do the show considering it was your birthday. And if you just move to the next slide, bro, because it will actually show the viewers what it showed when I tried to launch the our show a second time. Just hit the next slide, bro. I think Al's frozen. Yoo-hoo! Anyways, the next slide was going to show that we'll show how YouTube appeared as it's blocked. Okay, so Al is frozen. Anyway, I hope everyone's doing good today. I'm doing pretty solid myself. And whoa, okay. Oh, dearie me, the wonders of modern technology. Hey, you're back.
Yeah, man. I don't know what's going on, man. This shady internet in Florida, bro. This internet in Florida just sucks, bro.
Anyways, now that previous slide, just go back. So that's what it showed when that's what it showed when viewers will basically in Australia will open up our show. It basically won't appear at all, but because I had this site saved, and as you can see, the Vice YouTube network blocked our show. So move on to the next slide.
I just want to say I find that shit to be completely ridiculous, Vice. Because again, we're just showing love for your show. It's only a trailer. We're not giving anything away. Why block it? You know, I mean, we're not even monetizing it. So, I mean, it makes no sense. Right. Nonetheless, yo, cheers to you. I still like your channel, assholes.
Cheers, Big Ears. Yeah, absolutely. I'm not going to hate on your show, that's for sure. News time.
Who surrendered? What the hell happened?
I wish it did happen, actually. But yeah, the White House surrenders to kneel before Zod. So we move on to the next slide. Here we go. So Jeremy Renner donning the costume of the the comic book adaptation of Hawkeye, which I thought was pretty dope. So finally they're making him look like the actual comic book character. I mean, not quite the costume that I'd love to see him in. I'd love to see the OG purple spandex and the hood, and the cowl. I'd love to see that. But this is not far off being something I'd like to see. You know what I mean? I'm just interested though, like he's wearing the long sleeves because I know in Endgame he was all covered with the Yakuza tattoos because he was Ronin for a bit. So I guess that's why he's wearing the long sleeves, because in the comics he's actually wearing short sleeves. So interesting. But I think, monetary reasons and not trying to load him up with tattoos each time he's going short sleeves. So I guess that's why. And another thing I find very interesting is the actress. She's going to be playing Echo in the Hawkeye. I'm not sure, bro, if it's going to be a TV series or movie. If anyone's out there who can correct me on that, I'd love to know, because this girl, her name is Alaqua Cox, and Alaqua Cox is actually deaf, and she's actually deaf, legally deaf, and her character Echo is also deaf. So I think it's amazing that they actually doing true to the character and having an actor in that situation. I think it's actually pretty amazing, bro. What are your thoughts?
Looks good, man. I'm happy. Listen, Marvel can't do no wrong right now when it comes to the wonderful entertainment they've been providing us. It definitely appeases comic fans, also appeases the new generation. Letting them know what's popping. So I appreciate it. It's definitely good looks, and she is Echo. A great look too.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'm not gonna talk trash about this stuff right now because they're doing good stuff. I'm loving it.
Good stuff. And then we look at the next slide, and and this is like a no-brainer, bro. Like the ending. What were your thoughts?
That was just fire, bro. To have this, asshole of a being. Yeah, spoiler alert. Catch at least some type of humanity in him, to find a little bit of humanity in and of himself. I mean, he was about to smash Homie, son. Homie was done. Omni-Man is serious business. He's Superman on crack, son.
With a really bad attitude.
with his psychoness, I would love to see him versus a Sentry. Imagine. That would be a badass fight because both are fucking psychos.
Yeah, that's true. He's closer to Sentry than he is to Superman.
Absolutely, more Sentry. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You know, at least maniacalness. But I mean, it's because of the Sentry does suffer from mental health issues, of course, apparently.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he's got schizophrenia, I know, and bipolar disorder. But with Omni-Man, though, like, he really proved to be the ultimate villain. Whereas we knew that he was a villain in episode 1 at the end, but we kind of forgot it leading up to like episode 7 until it actually came back again and actually gave the reason why he did it, because he kind of tricked us into thinking, oh, maybe he had a reason, or we sided with him. He wasn't really showing any villainous in him. So that's actually good way of being an absolute villain, is to trick the viewers into siding with him. Maybe give him that.
He called his wifey a pet. Like she was a
pet. Yeah. And good on Mark, like good on Invincible, man, just to to teach him a few lessons here and there. But definitely, man.
Poor Invincible tried, he got effed up.
Yeah, 100%, bro, 100%. But yeah, and for it to be season 2 and 3, I thought that was a massive duh, because seriously, I mean, who wouldn't want to see that? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like that was pretty.
This run has an end to it, so it's great that that hey, we could have an X amount of a run of this show, and that's that. Tell the full story. Can't wait. Yeah, they definitely done a great job with the show, and good luck finding the books.
I know, right?
As F right now, bro. I met somebody that has a complete run, though.
Yeah, absolutely, guy. That'll be a bit of a cash cow there. Yeah, but definitely, I was super impressed. I just was a bit bummed that 8 episodes was the season finale. like, 100%, man. I was like a crack addict. Wanting some of that Invincible. But definitely a great show. I've got the gold version of Invincible #1. It was released earlier this year. That's actually picked up a bit of value. I think it's worth about $30 US now.
That's crazy. Back in the day, those were considered trash copies of second prints, and now even second, third prints, 8 prints be holding some crazy value depending on the cover.
Because they were still low print. They were low print. So even though they are second or third, they are even still the low print runs. So good luck trying to find those. We move on to the next slide.
Wait, let me show you something that I know you're gonna appreciate.
All right.
Look what I picked up. Remember the Wildcats?
Yeah.
Yo, so there's one of the action figures right here. I found
this
joint.
Character is that?
His name is Pike. That's a herb, though. This is the dude I wanted to show you. Remember him? Eric Larson?
Oh, Patriot, right? Patriot? Was that his name?
Yeah, man, you got it, bro. Super Patriot.
Super Patriot, yeah. I know the Patriot was in the name. That was from Savage Dragon.
Yep, Savage Dragon, exactly. Yo, I was finding these on eBay for $60. I went to a toy shop over here in Florida and found it for $9.
Oh, God. Yeah, they were probably like sitting there collecting dust. Oh, good on you, man. That's a really good pickup.
I figure you'd appreciate it. Old school Image toys. They look horrible.
100%. Yeah. And, bro, if we move on to the next slide now, got some more news to cover. So, Nicole Kidman was seen donning the red hair that matched Lucielle Ball in their biopic. Bro, I've got a massive soft spot for biopics, so I was like kind of excited to see this because To be honest with you, I don't know a lot about Lucille Ball's private life, but one thing I did know about her is she was in a biracial relationship in the 1950s, which is almost unheard of, especially
Oh
being
yeah,
so
man.
public.
And the thing is, the
Yeah.
actor they hired to portray Ricky is actually Spaniard, not even Cuban. Damn, man.
Mm.
Yeah, there's a lot
Yeah.
of Cuban actors that could have hired, but of course, like always, but why not? All Spanish people are alike, right? Assholes.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you can say that. Move to the next slide, and we'll see.
I know, man. Other actress that looks a whole lot more like Lucille Ball, but because of my current state of mind and level of intoxication, I cannot readily remember her name.
Okay, so here's the two actors playing the original OG.
Yeah, that's what No Country for Old Men.
Yeah, Javier Bardem. Javier Bardem is his name. Yeah, he's playing Desi Arnaz. Yeah, great actor. I loved him in No Country for Old Men. Freaky as fuck. Like seriously, that movie was like off the charts, scary.
That's a great idea.
Very scary, scary motherfucker. And we move on to the next slide, and folks, there was a lot of outcry. This is actually Debra Messing as Lucille Ball.
Lady. Thank you, Dodgy. You
Debra Messing, yeah. This was actually a scene. Yeah, this was actually a shot of her when she had like a flashback scene in Will and Grace, where she was done as Lucille Ball. And to be honest with you, I think Debra Messing will better suit the comedic. Like if she's to reinvent the character and do a spin-off show or something like that, she'd be absolutely phenomenal. Because she is funny. She's actually a very funny lady. But, I kind of think, though, that she would probably be a better fit in the serious aspect as well, because I don't know. I don't know if Nicole Kidman could pull that off.
Well, again, the more shit we talk about Nicole Kidman not pulling it off, I'm pretty sure she will, because, that's the type of things that happen. But, again, when we're looking just at aesthetically, I think that Debra Messing just looked like such a much better fit.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, she's naturally funny. Not only is she hot, but she's actually really funny. So
yeah, she come from a comedy show background. What was that show that she did?
Will and Grace, and Dahmer and Greg.
There you go. Look at Dodgy knowing his TV. Look at Dodgy.
Yeah, man. Like, yeah. Of course, bro. But I love Lucy. Like, it actually was quite funny, and just her relationship with Desi Arnaz was just amazing. Even on screen, I don't know how it was off screen. They were married for like 20 years, but for them to be, yeah,
and like
definitely, definitely fun to watch. And now we just we got toy news from Into the Toyverse. Hit the next slide, bro.
Epa.
Crisis in the Toyverse.
Hey, let me bring in the one only. Hey,
good afternoon, good evening, good something for wherever the heck you both are. Oh, wait, one's in Florida, one's in Aussie. So, yes, good evening and good, what is it? Is it afternoon morning yet there, Dodgy, or is it still morning?
Morning.
Oh, wow. Well, how are you guys doing?
Good, my man. I'm excited to see what you've got for us today.
I got some stuff, as the cool kids like to say. Let me go ahead and share my screen, and we will start the program. Let's see here. Share. Okay. All right. Let's start first with some NECA.
Oh, this is from American Werewolf in London, right?
Yeah, they posted this on Friday.
Oh.
So the wolf is coming along quite well.
Damn.
No news yet on when you can pre-order, but It's looking really good.
Yeah, 100%. I love that movie.
Well, you know what? That looks like somebody that's really horny just saying, "I want you."
That's basically Al. Like that's Al in a nutshell, there, folks.
And then we got some head sculpts that they've been showing off from different angles.
Damn.
Just looking beautiful. And then we got this.
The unpainted version. Nice.
So it's coming it's coming around pretty good. And then going on to Super 7, we got a tease for their Ultimates Disney line. This is series 2. So Robin Hood.
Yeah. That's when Robin Hood wore that aesthetic to pretend to be a bird when he was at the Archer contest, I think, right?
Yes, you are spot on.
Love that. That's so good. And I presume that material is actual material, right? Not plastic?
Yeah, no, that's going to be fabric, just like they've done with like Mum-Ra's cape and whatnot.
Nice.
Mum-Ra, the ever living. And then what else did they show? They showed their reaction line of the classic, like the comic book turtles. I believe these retail for $18 a piece. If you
18 beats a pop.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like that looks like something you do like keep like on the wall or something, you know, but not to I don't know. There's really no other needed.
It would be cool to get autographed and to hang on a wall or something, but if you're gonna open it, I don't know if it's necessarily worth it at that point. Considering you can buy a Marvel Legend for $18.
Yeah, that's what
true. I'm saying. You know, I wouldn't open that just because. Listen, if I'm gonna pay $20, it's gonna stay in the pack. There's not really much you can do with it. Those reaction figures don't have that. There's really no point.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Go ahead.
Even the old school G.I. Joes have more articulation than the reaction series.
Yeah,
that's true.
And then Storm Collectibles showed this off.
Ooh.
Thank God I shaved the other day. That's what that reminds me. That's how my chest looked the other day.
Now, they previously done a Zangief before. This one, to my understanding, just has a thicker and bigger chest, along with some alternate heads and different effects, it looks like. I could be wrong on that.
Do they have a comb chest hair accessory?
Not yet. They are. This is a prototype, so final product may be slightly different than what you're seeing on your screen. But chances are there will be no comb. Now, I believe this retails for $100. So this will set you back one bill.
Yeah.
But Storm does really great pieces. So going back to the Turtles from last week, we now pre-orders are now open at Super 7, and you can pick them up at online e-tailers too. But they showed off Krang. This is what he's all going to be packed with. So he's looking beautiful. And then we got Leatherhead. Now, this Leatherhead is obviously based on the toy. There's been some debate, like compared to the cartoon version and whatnot. I think he looks just like he did in the toy form. So for those who want that,
where's Leatherhead from? Look how he said. Is he from Australia?
No, he's from
Louisiana. Yeah, Louisiana.
Yeah.
And then we have the Leo.
Oh, I like that.
That's beautiful. Yeah.
Interchangeable head. Oh my gosh.
I know, right? He's very cool.
Like, heads are detachable and shit.
So yeah, no, it's very cool. And then lastly, we got Ray Fillet.
Oh,
Ray Fillet.
Ray Fillet, what a name.
I know, right? I think he's probably one of the coolest looking. Him and Krang and Leo, I think, are the three best out of the series. Yeah. I don't know which ones I'm going to pick up. I have a feeling Krang may get a glow-in-the-dark variant out of this wave. So I may wait to pick up that Krang if he becomes glow-in-the-dark. I'm picking up the Leo. I usually pick up one good guy and one bad guy from the Super 7 set. Nice. So I don't know who the other one. I don't know who the other guy's going to be yet.
Damn, looks amazing.
And then, in a bit of Mezco news, we have Mosquatch.
Okay.
Squash. What the hell?
It's their own original design. It uses the King Kong buck that they had, and they flocked it. They put a new head on it.
Flocked? Yeah, wow.
And this was a Mezco exclusive. It has since gone on the wait list. It was $60. But it looks pretty cool. I will be reviewing this. This guy's actually going to be interesting. We'll see how it comes out.
Yeah, 100%.
He looks like a kaiju chia pet.
See, there you go. A kaiju chia pet. You get out of here with this stuff.
Oh, he's going to be adorable that he grows up to be a gigantic monster.
Right?
Wow, amazing, bro.
So yeah, no, that was basically the toy news for the week. There were a couple other things. I've done some toy hunting this week. No luck on the turtles.
What did you pick up?
What did I pick up? I picked up a McFarlane Devastator Superman 2-pack. I picked that up today from GameStop. What else did I pick up? I picked up a Liu Kang from McFarlane from Storm. Or not Storm, but from the McFarlane Mortal Kombat 11 line. And then I pre-ordered some Spawn figures from GameStop. The Clown and the Violator pre-order windows closed. I did the Redeemer and the Ravenger Spawn. So
I got my yellow and black. My yellow and black Spawn, my Crusader Spawn.
I saw.
Yeah, man, the Comic Crusader colors. Congrats, bro.
McFarlane, you lost that one.
But I'm doing a toy hunt on Monday. I'm going to see if I'm going to track down these Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4-pack disguise set. I'm still on the hunt. I still haven't found them. One day we will come across them.
I went to a shop here in Florida, Acme Toy Superstore here in Florida. Let me tell you, bro, they have vintage joints. I think you would have gone crazy.
I probably would have.
Me too, I think.
One of these days I'll get down to Florida and visit you, and we'll go.
Please buy your return flight in advance, because if you have the money on you, it's gone. You're going to have to drive home, hitchhike or something. You're going to spend all that money.
But like I said, that's pretty much it. I haven't seen I saw some Masters of the Universe Origins. I didn't see any G.I. Joes at any of the toy hunts I did. So not horrible pickings, but
answer me that before you go, Bob. But why are the declassified so crazy to fucking get your hands on? I mean,
because collectors have been wanting 6-inch G.I. Joe line.
We went to multiple shops. Every time you saw Al, can you please stop here? And he'd rush in. He's like, what the fuck? Each aisle done. No, the only classified you could find is Roadblock. No one wants Roadblock, apparently.
Apparently, no, I've seen them hang on the shelf a couple times, but for the most part, they're always gone. I don't collect Joes, so it's not a sweat off my back. It's not something I ever have to worry about. But the fan base is crazy. People love their nostalgia, and they got money to burn in their pockets, so they don't care.
Yeah, it took me about 6 months to get my Cobra Commander. That took a long time, but I finally got him.
Well, I see Cobra Commanders on the shelf every once in a while, too, I should say.
I have not seen. I would get that in a heartbeat, bro. Crazy.
Yeah.
But other than that, that's all I have for you guys this week.
All right, Bobo. Before we let you go, where can fans find you?
Oh, they can find me on the usual places, on the Twitter, and they can find me on the Instagram, both under Bobo F and Mac, all one word. I'm there. If I don't have anything up, you can always post a comment, or if you have a question, I'll usually get back to you right away. There's just so much going on. It's just like, yeah. And also, on here on the YouTubes, as the cool kids like to say, I got the I upload on the channel along with other fellow Crusaders, and I do reviews. I'm working on some stuff this week. Tonight we're playing with fire, working on the crow figure from Diamond Select. We're going to try to do that scene where you see the giant crow fire effect. We're going to do that. So if it comes out good, it will be up in the review. I will have posting. But other than that,
woo! Can't wait.
We'll see if I can pull it off. But you guys keep on doing great. I love the show. You guys are probably, if not my favorite, my second favorite show on the Crusader team. And I always appreciate being on. So thank you.
Thanks, Bobo.
Frank, I said it in French for you. Le Wepa.
You guys take care. Thank you so much.
All right. See you, Bobo.
See ya.
Yeah, man. That was Bobo.
Wow. Really nice piece.
Awesome.
All right. Now we're going to move on to the next slide because we have a special guest.
Oh, my goodness. We have a special guest. Is that what you said, Dodgy?
That's what I said. Check your ears, my man. Check your ears.
Oh, my goodness. All right. The one and only. Go ahead. Go ahead. Introduce homie. Introduce the homie.
Okay. So I have a fellow Aussie here. He runs a Facebook page, which I absolutely love, called Love Oz Comic Books. He's the head honcho for comics, Comx Aus, and there's no I in comics, so it's COMX. The one, the only, Shane Syddell.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Welcome to the show, hermano.
Thank you.
I love that. There's no I in comics. I love that, though.
Yeah.
You already had a marketing scheme built into the name, bro. Wonderful. I love it.
Yeah, beautiful, man.
Thanks.
So, Shane, I was going to ask you a question. So,
yep.
You know, we've had a tough year in the last 12 months. How has that treated you moving forward?
You're referring to COVID?
Yeah, referring to COVID.
Yeah. I've been lucky because I work from home. So,
nice.
Yeah, so I'm outside of Comx. I'm a web developer, so I do most of my work at home. Nice. So yeah, it hasn't really affected me too much. I just go out to get groceries. That's about it.
Mm. But it gave you more of an opportunity to work on your project.
Oh yeah, it forced me to stay home, which really pushed me to push Comx. I just because I wasn't going out anywhere. That's all I did was work and Comx.
Fantastic.
Work and work.
So let me ask you another question. So you know, you've been really, really vocal on Facebook. I think, like at least in the last 6 months, I've been following you quite extensively. You know, what triggered that for you?
What it was I used to collect the big two, bit of Image as well, and I had this time. I went, well, what's in Australia?
Yeah,
and I started looking into it, and it was actually harder to find stuff than I expected. So I thought, well, this needs to change, and I decided to take it upon myself to change it. So I had a group called Australia Loves Comics, which is down there, which was about Australians who love all comics. So it's not restricted to just Australian comics. And I started promoting Australian comics in there, just to try to get the word out that, you know, there is comics in Australia. There's indie comics. Because I hadn't known about them myself, so I thought maybe there's a lot of other people who didn't know about them either. And then I created the Love Oz Comics Books group to just talk about Australian comic books, just talk about indies. And that's probably the group I think you were talking about.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and I pretty much all I do is hammer that group with indie comics, trying to educate everyone about all the different indie comics I've found. I'm always on the lookout for more so I can promote them as well.
Yeah, that's awesome. Because that's the thing. Like when I go to conventions, like I've been to conventions. Like I'm based in Sydney. I've been to conventions in Brisbane as well as Melbourne, and I found that different areas I come across completely different creators, and it's actually great that you've created this platform to you know to bind them all together. So I'm really proud of you. I'm really happy with what you're doing.
Thank you. Yeah, but it used to just be conventions when people got to learn about other indie creators, and like you said, you'd only learn about the local ones. You wouldn't learn about the ones all over Australia. And there's so much talent in Australia, and there's so many great indie comics. It's just such a shame that they're not being as promoted as much as they should be.
I mean, no comics really get promoted. Comics don't really get promoted nowadays anyway. I mean, it's been a miracle if I even see one. I think in my lifetime, I maybe seen a commercial or two of DC, none of Marvel comics. I mean, but
that's a good point.
I mean, but also social media. I mean, you can't just depend as a creator on the publisher, you know, especially in the day of indie. You know, you as independent creators got to take that handle as much as you hate it, you know, to get involved in social, promote your stuff, build that community, use that community, promote your stuff. I mean,
very true.
There.
Yeah.
We'll all do it together. We just got to, you know, do it the right way, you know, connect with the right people that could, you know, open up those doors to bring it to that wider audience. I mean, that's the I love saying that's the golden era of the creator.
Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to do is open those doors for people. I have a website called comx.net.au, and that's all about listing all the comic creators I've found. And it's the beauty of it is I haven't just opened it up to fans to find people. I've actually opened it up for comic creators to find each other. And there's actually been quite a few collaborations due to them finding each other on my site. So I'm pretty proud of that.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
You're the godfather of whatever projects they got. A proud godfather of creations. Amazing.
Yes.
I love it.
So let's go back to the beginning, Shane. How did you get into comics?
Oh, okay. My first comic would have, a lot of people don't call them comics, but my first comic was Asterix. I call that a comic because at the end of the day, it's a comic. Yeah, it is. And that was when I was about 5 or 6, when I first started to learn to read. And I sort of just stuck with Asterix and Tintin. When I was about 8, I went to, like a show, like the Echo and stuff like that, but a local show to my town in Maryborough. And I got a show bag which had a 2000 AD in it, which I thought was looking back as an 8-year-old, that's probably not the best comic to have discovered. But I discovered 2000 AD and I was hooked. Yeah, nice. I love that book so much. I still remember the stories in it to this day. I read it so many times. And from then I was just like, I've got to get more of these. These comics are awesome. I've got to get more of these. And it just moved from there to like Justice League because, Super Friends, there's a link there. Teen Titans. Then I discovered New Mutants. And then I just became this massive X-Men fan after that. So,
yeah. Nice.
I say 2000 AD was too much for an 8-year-old. Shit, when I was 8, my mama was buying me Savage Sword Conan. That definitely was not.
Yeah, that's a bit much. No, that's awesome.
Yeah, so but 2008, there's a lot of it I didn't get. I look back on the story now and it's like, oh, okay. But when I was 8 years old, it was just cool pictures and cool things happening, and I didn't quite get the adult themes.
Man, you go back, you're like, what in the fuck? That was so foul. Oh my god, I read that. I love it.
Yeah. So Shane, as we all know that you did a Kickstarter promotion, and very, very successful. Congratulations!
Thank you.
And I mean, it's genius. Like absolutely genius what you did. So please tell the fans out there how this project came about.
Well, to be honest, what it was I in my site, the comx.net.au, we have a team of guys who do reviews of indie comics. And we were in there, and just one day we were talking about what would be a great way to promote some indie, a whole bunch of indie creators. And someone suggested a calendar. And we sort of mulled on the idea. And then the next day I was talking to someone else about it, and we went, hang on, this is an awesome idea. Yeah. And I put it out there. I reached out to everyone that I knew, thinking I'd be lucky if I got 12. people, and I actually got so many that we ended up making the calendar 18 months so we could fit them all in, and we still had extras who wanted to be part of it, which we couldn't include because we'd already filled the calendar. I was thrown back by how many people crazy. Actually put their hand up and wanted to be part of it. So that was awesome.
100%. So we'll move to the next slide, Al. So obviously it's from July to so here we go. Here's some of the art that's going to be. Is this the actual final art for the calendar, Shane?
Yeah, this is all the final art. This is everyone's art piece for the. This is all 18 pieces for each month.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So this is just a picture I put together so you can see all of them in one.
Yeah.
Hit. Yeah.
This boat is with. That's so awesome.
Yeah, and it's such a range. It's such a great range of different talent, different styles.
Yes.
I'm really happy with the calendar. I'm really happy with it.
Yeah.
That's the family at the bottom.
Yeah. No, it's actually pretty amazing. And you mentioned before, how difficult was it for you to choose the creators? Because you said you had so many.
What I did was just a case of first in, first served. I couldn't think of a fairer way to do it. So it was just whoever put their hand up first got to be in the calendar. We had 3 other artists who still wanted to work on the calendar after there being no room, and they've actually made postcards for the campaign itself. So some of the pledge levels actually have those 3 extra cards in them.
I love that. You know, why not? I mean, obviously, it's going to increase funds. You can't just have, you could just have the existing images as postcards, but it's great to have these new images included. That's actually amazing. Very smart.
Yeah. Well, it was just a way to include them. So, because they were great artists, so it was a good way to make them part of the campaign. Because at the end of the day, the campaign wasn't just about a calendar. The campaign was about promoting everyone who's in the calendar. That was my main goal. Was if we made, even if the calendar hadn't have made budget, I still would have been happy with the fact that we promoted everyone so extensively.
Yeah. No, I love that.
It's just a bonus that we got past and we're actually going to print the calendar. So
yeah, true.
I definitely have some favorites.
I love this bull, this lawyer. I swear that's beautiful homage to Kirby.
Yeah.
Here, I love this right here.
I love that as a poster. Like the toast. Are they croutons or?
No, they're slices of bread that have been brought to life.
Okay. Oh,
yeah,
nice.
they're called the talking bread.
The talking bread. Oh wow! Play on the talking heads. I'll move to the next slide. I want to see some more images here.
This will show them in bigger, so you can really see the art itself.
Yeah. Wow. I love the coloring. I love the coloring here. It's almost like a two or three tone.
Yeah.
I love that.
If you click on it again, it'll bring up the name of the artist.
Okay.
Brendan Halliday.
Oh, I know Brendan. He runs he actually has a comic book shop. Seen him at conventions. Nice guy.
Oh, cool. Yeah. I've heard something about that. I don't know the details though, but I've heard he sells comics as well as draws them.
Yeah, and I bought some off him on eBay as well. I actually had no idea it was him, but it's called Brendan's Comic Shop or something like that. Like he's a pretty cool guy, and he's a co-writer of XCT as well.
Yeah, that's right. He's a writer as well. Yeah, true.
Yeah. I'll move to the next slide. Peter Wilson.
Yeah, this is called Foes. That's a demon and an alien who are both trying to take over the world. So they end up fighting with each other over who gets to take over the humans.
Yeah. Was that like a castle in the background, or is it?
No, that's sky rises that have been trashed during their little battle.
Nice.
I love this look, old school style.
Yeah. Well, it has like an
Maggie there. Yeah, it's got it's an Australian X-Files, I believe, is what they call it in the marketing.
Nice.
Yeah. Different stories than X-Files, but the same sort of thing up against Supernatural and so forth.
Nice. Love that.
Oh,
this one's pretty wicked.
This morning.
This is Duncan Prenavicius, I believe it's pronounced.
Don't worry, we butcher names too.
I butcher names all the time. I've got my own show, and I'm butchering names on a regular basis now.
Right, just call the show Butchered Name Production. You know what? Just being dirty-minded here because that's what Omega does. What I suppose happened here is that a superhuman must have done something very, shot off a load in the mouth. You feel me? No? Right? I mean, look at
that. I'm not sure that's the angle that Duncan was going with, but it's amusing.
Was that like a cat with a gun? Like that looks pretty amazing.
Yeah, that's it. That's called Ben Kitty. That's Ben Kitty, who's a cat with a gun.
Nice. I love it. Okay. Move to the next one.
Awesome. Oh, this is great.
This is Lee Chalker's Battle for Bustle characters.
Yeah, wow. Love that. That's pretty amazing.
His Battle for Bustle is a really cool comic. And this is Talking Bread, as we discussed before.
Yep.
Talking Bread, son.
Yeah, everyone's got their favorite by Kieran Jack. Yeah, everyone's got their favorite face. I'm probably the guy missing the tooth, the crazy looking fella. That's probably me.
Yeah.
The bit of the chunk of the head missing.
Yeah, for me, it's the guy on the top right with the looks like he's swallowed something he shouldn't have. Oh boy, just walking to that one. Okay,
that's definitely a dog. You look like your picture, bro.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, this would be
I might ask Kieran to borrow this picture. No, that's beautiful, man. I love it.
Oh, I love this.
This is Black Nebula, right?
Dark Nebula, yes.
Dark Nebula, yes.
Yeah, by Colin Wells. Tad, I'm not going to try to pronounce his last name because I butcher it.
I wouldn't either.
I do him the favor by just saying Tad. He created this character, and Colin's drawn him.
But isn't this like really old, like 1982 or something like that? Like,
I believe so. Yes, his character came out in 1982 or 1981 or 1982. I can't quite remember. I've been told a few times, I've just forgotten. So he's been around for a long time.
Yeah, definitely.
Very cool character.
100%. I like this one.
Yeah, this is Dave Dye. He does a lot of military type stories and Australian stories. This is his character Lee.
Okay.
Yeah, she's a bit of a badass.
It looks like it. Oh, this one looks like a badass.
I was going to say, speaking of badasses, this is Lauren Marshall's character, Lana Luca.
Okay. We've touched on Lana Luca in the past in Kickstarter.
Yeah, she did a Kickstarter for the issue 1. Yeah.
Yeah, we covered this before, Al. Lana Luca.
Very cool comic.
Yeah, very cool.
This is a great poster. And even
I love it.
Yeah, this is a great picture. Yeah, she did a really good job.
Like, it's beautiful, man.
I like this artwork on this. It's so much fun.
Yeah, this is Rob Spedsy Lyle. Spedsy's his internet name. I'm not sure what he calls this, but I call this the Spedsyverse. This is characters. This is all the different characters he had. I think most of them are from Devil's Toilet, which is that toilet that we see with the guns.
Oh, I love it. You can't shoot
it's a pretty cool comic, that one. It's a bit of a crack up.
Yeah. I love it.
Woo.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. This is Billabong from Torn.
Okay.
And this was done by Peter Lawson. and his daughter Dana Lawson actually did the coloring.
Oh wow!
Yeah, she did a great job on that fire.
100%.
Look at that, amazing.
It almost looks like it's moving, doesn't it?
Yeah, true. It's very hypnotic. Damn.
Well job.
Yeah,
100%.
Rock out.
This is pretty cool. Sexy Ladies, yes, by Chris Pitcan. I hope it's pronounced that way. And these are two characters, Fox and Hound. They were created by Nicole Kidman. They've actually got a Kickstarter out right now for issue 4.
Okay.
Yeah. Really fun comic.
Yeah.
I love this. This is my favorite.
Yeah, great little tribute, this one, by Tim McEwen.
Yeah.
This Bull, This Lawyer. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Is that the April picture? Gotta be, right? Come on, look like a tourist. Come on.
I can't remember, actually. And this is Bronwyn, done by Isaac George. He'll have a Kickstarter out, I think, in the next month or so for issue. Actually, I can't remember which issue. Sorry, I won't say because I might get it wrong.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's only the background was digital. This is by Chris Hunt. And I feel really bad because I've done this before. I've forgotten his name, the character, and I've forgotten the comic that he's from. So sorry, Chris, if you're watching. I'm really sorry about that.
Oh, good. That's beautiful.
It's an awesome one. And this one's pretty full on.
Yeah. Gorgeous.
I don't know if you can zoom in. I don't think you can actually because it's a PowerPoint file. But if you look to the left, just above the demon that you see at the front, there's a little face with a beard. That's actually me.
This one. Yeah.
I got a cameo. So I'm pretty happy with that.
Congratulations.
Tony Menzies, the man. This is from his comic Fallen, just so we get that out there. This is from his comic Fallen. So, yeah, I got a cameo in this picture, so I'm pretty happy with that.
Congrats.
Looks great, that mask. A lot of detail.
I love that.
Yeah. I thought that was actually his head, but, yeah, it's a mask.
Yeah.
Damn.
This is a bit of a fun one by Stuart Black.
Of course, and my same question: what month are we?
Yeah, this one I know because of the little skit. They're November, so we're almost at the end.
Gotcha.
Damn.
And this is Jet X by Zach Elliott. So this is a pretty cool little comic. Yeah, so
animated already.
Yeah, well, it's quite strange. You've got that very animated feel for the characters, but all that detail for the background.
Yeah, that's true. Almost like a Jeff Smith type design. Because his backgrounds were impeccable considering it was very cartoonish. Wow, it's beautiful.
Yeah, he's a really good artist.
Love it.
Damn.
And this is my little ad for the pledge. So yeah, I think it's up to 54 hours left. So if you want to get on board, this is the time to do it. The easiest way to get on board, people, you get a great calendar. This is a great little pack. If you're from overseas, we've still got the digital pack, so you can still get the art in digital form because the postage is crazy for this calendar. We do have a tier for people who want the physical calendar, but if you go have a look at it for the foreign people, the postage was pretty crazy. So I totally understand if people want the digital version.
Still,
it's just because of the shape of the calendar, because it's as big as A3, and so it doesn't fit into most bags and so forth.
Yeah, true. Makes sense. But
because we can't roll it up either. That would ruin it.
Oh, you don't want to do it. Hell no. I had a friend that used to come over my crib, and he said, "Oh, let me check out your comics." When he sat down, he was one of the types that would flip over the cover to the back to read. I would get so mad. You're curving my style, bro. Are you nuts?
Yeah, no good at all. Yeah, the easiest way to get there, I created a short link. It's comx.link. And as you said before, there is no I in Comx. So it's just COMX.
You get that You get that pun, folks. Comics, no I in comics, because it's so true. It takes the team to create one.
Exactly.
That was the angle we we're going with it. The little sly little thing that we put in there.
And
yeah, definitely.
And you're doing something amazing.
Beautiful.
Especially for independent creators. I love it, man. And
yeah.
We're all about that here. And YeahNah and Undercover Cape. So, bless you for doing this, bro. And just helping,
thank you.
Yeah, that's actually amazing.
Totally my pleasure. Totally my pleasure. I'm loving doing this. So it's great people, and I'm helping support these great people. So it's not really a task at all. It's a pleasure to do.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. So Shane, moving forward, would this be like an annual thing you'll be doing?
Now that it's succeeded, it probably will become an annual thing. We'll probably do a 12-month calendar for the next one.
Yeah.
Rather than trying to do an 18-month each time.
Of course.
And we'll try to get new artists. I was thinking about doing a smaller calendar for next year, actually. But instead of concentrating on artists and getting them to do artwork for it, I was going to concentrate on the writers and their creations drawn by whoever they get to draw it by, and get the word out about the comics they've created. But because it's a bit unfair to only talk about the artists' comics.
Yeah, of course.
So we get the writers out there and get them advertised as well. Probably make it a smaller calendar so it is easier to post.
Yeah.
So we're looking at doing that. I can't say for sure which year we'll do first, but it's definitely in the works.
Yeah. And any other projects coming up for comics? Like, is there
so many? The big one, which I haven't officially announced. I've just put little teasers on Facebook and so forth. So we'll announce it here. Might as well. We've got a new company, I guess you could say, a new business coming out to help support indie creators as well, because publishing can be a big deal, getting your comic out there. So we've created a publishing house called Comx Studio, which will help people who just can't get over that line to publish their work. And our first comic's going to be called Comx Studio Presents. And what we're presenting is indie comic artists. So they all get an 8-page story each. There'll be 4 to an issue. It's an ongoing series. So they all get to put their little stories in there, get their name out there, get people to see their art, people to see their stories, and see what they're all about. So it's a bit easier for them to publish their own stuff.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Man, to you, awesome, good stuff. Bro.
Yeah,
thanks.
And will this actually be launched on Kickstarter? Do you think, or is this
it's been launched in July, Kickstarter in July. We're making sure the comic is finished before we launch, so it'll just be all we'll be getting is money to print it.
Check that
definitely. And we'd be honored to have you back on the show when you get this launched. I'd love to.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'd love to come back. Yeah, not a problem.
Thank you.
We want you back, brother. You're doing good shit, bro. Man, that's amazing, bro.
Thanks, Al.
Like every country to step up and show the love for amazing creators in their region. I think a lot of countries should step up and do the same thing, bro.
I think so.
Yeah, it'd be good. Yeah, they've really got to support your local industry. There's some great comics. Some of them, a lot of them are so much better than the big two. I won't sit here and bag the big two, but I'll just say that these comics they're more interesting stories. They're more original, and you get stuff that it's not the same stuff repeated over and over. It's probably the best way to put it. It's fresh.
There's no censors,
and they're not all superheroes. So there's some really cool stories out there that have nothing to do with superheroes. And I used to just concentrate on superheroes, and now that I've discovered this stuff, I can't get enough of it.
I always tell everybody my favorite is punk rock Jesus, and it has nothing to do with superheroes, and it's an amazing comic. Yeah.
Well, my favorite one is at the moment would probably be Battle for Bustle, and that has nothing to do with superheroes. That's a dystopian world, and people just trying to get by, and trying to make the best of what little resources there are. So yeah, and it's a great comic.
Yeah, excellent. I love it. So you got to check those out.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, we'll put more information on Shane's website on the show notes. So if anyone's checking out our page, they will find direct access to Comx. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. It was a real pleasure.
Thank you. Wepa, hermano. Woo! You are success and everything, man. Again, the doors are open for you to come back anytime. You know, you're part of the family now.
Definitely. Awesome. Thank you very much. I'll happily come back and promote more artists and more writers.
100%.
Definitely.
We'd love to see you again.
And bring some of those artists with you if you know them. Hell yeah, bring them for the ride. Let's do it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
100%.
Right. Bye.
Thanks, guys.
All right. See you, Shane. Woo! What a show.
That was awesome. Oh, man, look at that. And our slideshow finished. We actually went, Dodgy, your stuff went to the hour, hermano. You did it. You did it. You did it, boss. So that was a great game. You played some great guests, Dodgy. That was a lot of fun.
Thank you.
He's
Thank
awesome.
you, bro. But yeah, definitely check out Comx, and I think the calendar is an absolute genius move, and I think a lot of creators, doesn't have to be in Australia, it could be anywhere, should be doing the same, because I'd love to see a calendar that had, you know, say I can't think of his name. His name just escaped me. Anyways, you know, some Raymond Leonard, I should say. Raymond Leonard, even Manuel Carmona, he's an artist as well. I'd like to see him on a page. And other creators.
We should make a YeahNah calendar of you and me every other month, because I really want to see you like modeling in a bikini on top of a kangaroo like this or some shit. You know? What do you think? Can you do it? Can you get away with it?
I could potentially. You know, laying on a park bench with Speedos, Mr. January.
Oh shit! I'll be by a palm tree.
No, but definitely, guys. Like, but in a serious note, though, like, I think that we'd love to see a calendar from other creators, from even people who do follow our show. If you're a bit of an artist and if you'd like to get your name out there, you know, pop some art up and let people see, and then hopefully that someone else can make a calendar on your behalf and showcase your art. But leave that open to the air. But in basis of indie comics, though, we've got a special guest appearing next week, who's also an advocate for indie comics. I'm really excited to see that one. Won't give anything away just yet, but definitely it's be worth a check out.
Let's not jinx ourselves.
Third time lucky, eh?
We're patience. We're patience time. That's
exactly.
Wepa, patience.
Patience, amigo. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us today for the YeahNah
Wepa
Show.
Until next time, much love, y'all. Stay healthy.
All right. See you guys. Peace.
Thank you. We hope you've enjoyed this Comic Crusaders production. For real-time news on all things pop culture, please feel free to follow us on social media. For articles, original content, merchandise, and more, please go to www.comiccrusaders.com. Also follow along with all of the websites of the Comic Crusaders family. As always, if you like this content, please click like and subscribe to the Comic Crusaders YouTube channel.